Thank you guys for joining. Welcome, new coaches. I'm so excited to have you on. I know sometimes 2 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever it is for you is a hard time of day, but it's what works for me. Do you see it? The second I hit record, go, 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 go. Don't care. Love you, don't care. We are excited to have you here, whether it's live or you're watching the recording. That's the reality. That's the reality. I hope you guys have a pen and a paper handy. If not, take 2 seconds to grab one. And while you're doing that, I will introduce myself. See how perfect that is? I'm Christine. I am a diamond coach. I've been a coach for almost 3 years, which I cannot even wrap my head around. It seems like just yesterday I took the plunge that a lot of you guys just took. I am so excited to be here with you and so passionate about this. So thank you again for joining me. We have a great call lined up. These are the things that I want you to take away. Go play. The first thing I want, this is just like Murphy's Law. The first thing I want you guys to learn and understand and know at the end of this call is that you are empowered as a business owner. This is your business, which means it is up to you to really make it what you want. We as your coaches, whoever invited you, whether it was myself or Taryn or anyone else, we cannot grow this for you. We are going to walk, skip, or sprint with you. We are going to give you the tools and do our best to support you to get you where you need to be. Like I said, we're going to arm you with the tools you need and hit the ground running, but it's up to you to actually employ them. Much like you followed a program to get healthy and fit and you got success, we're going to teach you a system that will help you grow your business. It's a system that's worked for many other coaches to have great success. But just like with your fitness, the program only works if you do it. Okay, you guys know you get results from Beachbody programs. Well, you can get crazy financial results and build a big business with coaching if you do what we teach you. There's more to come. You're going to begin to learn where to find things in your Coach Online office. I'm going to briefly screen share with you. I don't want to spend the bulk of this call going through that because you need to be doing that on your own time, kind of searching through there and familiarizing with it. You can spend time with your coach doing it. And I really want you guys to have actionables from this call, not a bunch of, like crazy information. So you're going to have a general action plan at the end of this of what to do right away to start getting out there and sharing your story. Remember, we are not salespeople. We are storytellers, okay? We are telling our story. So let that fear go. I know that's a big fear for a lot of us is we don't want to be salespeople. Well, we don't want you to be salespeople. You're not going to be alienating your friends and family as a salesperson. You're sharing your story and inviting people to join you. So your life is not going to become a sales pitch. So let's dive into some action-driven activities. Are you ready? Well, you can't tell me because you're muted. As a brand new coach, I want you to start implementing the 4 vital behaviors. Those are be a product of the product, invite, recognize, and personal development. And if you didn't get all of those written down, don't worry, I'm going to break them down a little bit for you. But those are the very things that you are going to do every day. That will get people to see why you are changing internally and externally. So the first vital behavior is product of the product. And truly, this isn't going to work if you aren't one. People want to see how and why these products that they've probably seen on infomercials or they have building up dust on their DVD stand. I know everyone has a friend who's had Insanity since it came out and has never touched it. They need to see why it's working for you, how it's working for you. What are you doing? How are you making it work in your life? Are you getting up at 4:30 a.m. to get your workout in? That's how you're a product of the product. That's what you share. Are you drinking your shake in the afternoon to keep you from snacking in the kitchen? That's what you share. Are you doing it as breakfast because you're too busy? That's what you share, being a product of the product. And you share how it makes your life better. You're not popping a, hey, I have 21-day fix, buy it from me. No. You're talking about how you just did day 3 of Sean Week and you almost quit, but you didn't, and here's why. That's what you're doing when you're being a product of the product. The next vital behavior is to invite. You are about to become the most social butterfly ever. And if you don't like talking to people, that's okay. It's a skill. You can learn it, okay? You're going to talk and invite to people to your new community, to your new fit family. Whether you have chosen to run a group or you're running a group with your coach or you're in your coach's group, you're inviting people to that. You're inviting people to a free group that you're offering to support them. You're inviting them to see what you do as a coach. Please don't prejudge people. Please don't assume that because you don't think they want to be a coach, they don't. You never know who is going to fall in love with this opportunity and want to do it. And you never know when your kid's going to decide to just bomb your call, man. I tell ya. So make sure that you are inviting. And this is a habit that you are going to build. And I was just talking to one of the coaches with it. If you stay in this habit, it gets a lot easier. If you lose it, it's hard to build back up. So make it a daily actionable. The next thing you're going to do is recognize. And this will come more as you have your own group, as you have your own team, but you can always recognize things that you see on social media. If you see someone post an Instagram that you think is awesome, you can still recognize that. You can still acknowledge them and develop that habit. And then as you develop challengers and you develop coaches, you will daily acknowledge. And it doesn't even have to be big things, just little things you notice that they are doing that are good. You acknowledge it, whether it's private message, whether it's a post on Facebook or in your challenge group or in your coach page, acknowledge them. People like to feel appreciated. It's just a fact. The last vital behavior, and one that I really want to hit home with you guys, is personal development. This, every coach, for number one, first thing, write this down, needs to listen to the National Wake Up Call. It comes out every Monday. If you don't listen to it on Monday, you can catch the replay, but you must listen to these. It is literally when coaches who are making big money tell you how they make big money. Literally, that's what they're doing. So you need to make sure you're listening to that. There are other books that might be suggested by your coach. I always have my team get GoPro, Slide Edge, and the new addition to our required repertoire is Get Over Your Darn Self. Yeah, that's not what it says. But see? So get to reading these books. The reason you want to do that is it grows your mind as a business owner. Remember, this is your business, okay? Whenever someone comes, or even when I go to Taryn and I'm like in a drought, the first question asked, are you doing personal development? No. That's what you need to do. Make sure you're putting good stuff in your brain, because if you aren't growing, you're dying. It's just life. So these are our actionables. Those are your 4 vital behaviors. Now I'm going to quickly screen share with you because I want you to see 2 things. No big deal. And I like being able to take over your screen. It's very fun for me to have all this power. This is Team Fitfluence. If you're on this call, you're probably in this page, but I want to make sure that you guys are in this team page. And I want you guys to see Taryn revamped our coach training a little over a month ago. She made it super streamlined. She makes it so that you now get emails from her. You may have your own smaller team where you do your own thing, but no matter where you are, this is a great place to come. So make sure you're active and part of this page, okay? Cool. So the next thing I want you guys to see is your coach online office. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in here. You should know how to get here, and you need to check it out on your own. But this is the start here section. You literally start here. How to get started. This is where you end up. Okay? No big deal. Now here's what you need to know. Beachbody makes it super easy. They give you everything you need. Most of the things that you see us share and give to you as team leaders come from the online office. We are not recreating it. You can easily duplicate it for your team. And that's the beauty of this first 30 minutes, first 30 days, first 30 hours, all of the things that you need to do. So make sure you guys are doing this first 30 with your coach or whoever is helping you, or you can do it on your own, you guys. You don't need a super active upline coach to be successful. Join a Coach Basics group or get in ours as a new coach training. It just depends on what you and your team are doing. Make sure you're achieving Success Club. There's a lot of reasons to earn Success Club monthly, especially the first 3 months. I'm not going to explain what Success Club is with you. You need to get in touch with your coach or research it on your own. But stay in touch. There's some important things in here, like how to get in touch with the National Wake Up Call and the Coach Monthly newsletter. There's a couple other things real quick. My business, my EFT, get that set up like yesterday, okay? You do not want your first paycheck to come as an actual paycheck and lose $1. Silly. That's silly. News and training. Everything you need to develop as a coach, like I said, is right here, step by step. Getting started, what to do as a new coach, what to do as an emerald, what to do as a diamond, so on and so forth. And then the leadership ladder, which is how you go from rung to rung, how you build your business. It's kind of the benchmarks set, but this tells you how to climb it. And the last thing you want to see is check out this cool success tab. That's a great place for personal development. If you guys are in between books or you don't know what to do, you can come to the success tab and there's tons of great personal development there. Okay, make sure you guys are committing a few minutes a day of just getting in your Coach Online office, checking for news, updates, and making sure you know what's going on, and being in touch with your business, okay? That's not going to take that long, but don't get stunted by this Coach Online office. I don't want you guys to get stunted in here and get paralyzed about learning everything and thinking you need to know everything there is to know about Beachbody to help people. You don't. All you really need to do is talk to people and do those actionable steps and share your story. So let's get to work. It's time to share with the world. All right, well, your social media friends and family, maybe not the world. I don't know about you, but the world doesn't follow me. It's time to share with them what you're doing. It's time to open for business. We're going to make a post. Please don't panic. Don't freak out, you guys. We as your coaches are going to help you form the best version of this post that's possible, that suits you. It's not going to seem salesy. And like I said, Taryn's training has examples. So get on that email list. What you want to do is draft this post about opening your business. This is your actionable step number 1. This is the first thing I want you to do when you get off this call. So write this down. I feel like Van Wilder. Write that down. You're going to draft your post. Don't post it until you share it with your upline coach or some of us on the team, because we want to help you, but make sure you're being you and make sure you're being genuine. You don't want to become a billboard for Beachbody on your Facebook. That's not what you're doing. You're just letting everyone know what you're doing by sharing your story. You're going to be shocked by all the support you get when you come out with your story, especially if you share a picture. It doesn't have to be a before and after picture, but something that shows you, okay? And then you're going to get an action step after this, but that's not to do with that, but we're not going to do that here. That's your step 1. Here's step 2. Get ready to write down. I want you to start writing down a list of 100 people. You can use the memory jogger that's in the Coach Online office without prejudging anyone. Go through your phone, go through the list on your Facebook friends list, go through anything you can think of, but write every single name down. Maybe you won't contact everyone. Be careful not to prejudge, but the idea is to think of all the people you can think of. Think of all the people that you know that know the people you can think of. Because you don't know that someone isn't interested until you ask. From this list, you guys are going to take it and make a top 10 dream team, okay, that you would love to work with as a coach or having your challenge group. And that is one of the really exciting things, is getting this vision for who you're going to work with and how you want your business to look. So that's really exciting. So that's action step 2, making that list of 100. And you're going to start chatting with them. Not about Beachbody, by the way. Just, hey, how have you been? Reconnecting. That's what you're going to do with that list. The next thing I want you guys all to do is connect with your coach to discuss your first 30, 60, and 90-day goals. We cannot help you map out a business plan if we don't know what you want. You also are going to be more accountable if you share with your upline what you want. So take some time and think about, what do you want to achieve in 30 days? What do you want to achieve in 60 days? And what do you want to achieve in 90 days? And share that with your coach so they can hold you accountable and support you. It's not their business, it's yours. So we can't make you do the work, but we can certainly support you and help keep you accountable to what you've said. The last thing I want you to do is get to Emerald. Emerald means you have signed up 2 coaches, 1 on each leg. You are going to do that every single month, come heck or high water, okay? But your assignment is to get to Emerald. Look, that's going to come from the list of the people you start talking with, that memory jogger list. Some of you are going to get it from family. Some of you are going to reach out to your family and get told no and want to get discouraged. Do not do that. Sometimes family are the last to join us, okay? You never know who's going to be your easy join and who's going to be hard. That's why you make that list, but you need to get to Emerald. Now, this is all Taryn has. I want to open it up for questions, but first I have something I want to share with you because she asked me to do it. I feel like I should be me a little bit and not just spew her awesome script. It was awesome, right? I had to do no thinking. I do want to share a quote with you guys. This business is so powerful. It's life-changing, truly life-changing, and therefore it's incredibly powerful. Because it's so powerful, it can take an emotional toll on you, especially if you're passionate about it, which I hope you all become. There are going to be hard days and hard times in this business, especially if you stick with it long enough. Taryn's been through hard times. I've been through hard times. Anyone who's been in this long enough has had ruts and struggles in this business. I just went through a season, you guys, where I was considering stepping back. Definitely not quitting because I love Shakeology and I love the programs, but perhaps not working the business so much. And I had lost myself and I had to really reconnect with why I love this. Part of my problem was I stopped doing personal development and I stopped loving the process. And I want you guys to really think about that. Those 4 vital behaviors, you need to fall in love with those things. You need to fall in love with doing the daily activities, even if you don't get the results you think you should be right away. Fall in love with the process, the same way you need to fall in love with your programs. Because if you focus on the process and love the process and continue to do it, the results will come. I promise you that. There will be critics, there will be haters, there will be hard days. So I have some words from you from Teddy Roosevelt. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Again, that's Theodore Roosevelt. I don't want you guys to be with the cold and timid souls who didn't try, who didn't get out there, who didn't get uncomfortable, who didn't invite people, who didn't share their story. You'll never know what you could have been. You're going to have failures in this business, but if you try and you get out there, you're going to have victory too. You're going to help someone and you're going to make a difference, but you have to be willing to get in that ring. Success doesn't come to the people standing and pointing fingers. It comes to those of us who are willing to do the work. And that's what I want you guys to do when you get off this call. I want you to do those action steps I gave you. I want you to get brave. I want you to get uncomfortable. And I want you to get excited about what your future can look like if you really give this 110%. Now, I'm going to open it up for questions. So you're all going to get unmuted. So if you're doing something weird, now's the time to stop. You can mute yourself again if you want to. All right. Okay. So does anybody have any questions? I did see a chat. I'm going to repeat it real quick because it was a Canada. Thank you, Jessica. Canadian coaches need to fill out a W-8BEN for the IRS. If you don't get it via email, just make sure you get it, okay? Cool. Anything else? Questions? I was so amazing that you guys don't have any questions? What? That's not actually possible. Does anybody have any fears? Like the idea of sharing their story makes them kind of pukey? Any of that going on? Inviting your BFF Jill does not sound appealing at all. Anyone? You guys are all ready to rock your business and go Emerald and share your story like right now. You're ready to go. Can see like 4 faces, but yes, you are. Okay. Well, geez, guys. Hey, 20 minutes, not too bad. Well, I do want to thank you all for being here and taking time with me and my little video bombers today. Nothing? Well, good. I expect everyone to go Emerald. I expect to see all kinds of Emerald rank advancements over the next month and see some really cool stories coming out of this. Thank you guys for joining me. I hate to close it without any questions.
Nope.
All right.
Hey, where are you gonna put the recording? Is it gonna be in the event or on the team page, or?
I'll probably pop it in both.
Okay. Because I'm sure that people will have questions that they just didn't want to ask.
I'm sure they will. Yes, you can always put them in the comments of the recording or ask your upline coach or Taryn or whoever, because we're all happy to help. Like I said, we want to go with you at the pace you want to go. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Thank you guys all for being here. I always feel like our time is our most valuable asset. So anytime you give me your time, I'm very grateful to you because I know it's important. You can't get it back. Hopefully I didn't waste it. All right. Thank you guys. Have an incredible day. Go get working and do those action steps. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.